This isn't the first occasion that HMS Queen Elizabeth has spent time away from her Portsmouth home, but it is the longest time she'll have been away to date, and the furthest away. All over the Princess Royal jetty, vital stores lie ready to be embarked. Cranes are used for the larger items. Much of what's loaded ends up in the vast hangar area, a central hub from where it can be distributed to where it's needed. Everything from vital foodstuffs, several hundredweight of onions, enough potatoes to plant a field, to gym equipment. In fact, every conceivable item that the 1,500 personnel on board could need as they transit the Atlantic and at last fulfill this ship's potential as an aircraft carrier.
I've been on board HMS Queen Elizabeth a few times now, and this is the busiest I have seen the ship, a real hive of activity. Everyone up for the challenges that they face and counting down the moments now until on this very flight deck, the first F-35B Lightning II lands.
Surely a time of huge excitement for this young crew, an average age of 24, 30% of whom have never been abroad before.
And for many of them, it's their first sea draft, their first ship, and also the upcoming deployment to the United States is their first time they've been away from home and abroad with the Royal Navy. So there's a real sense of excitement. And I have to say, achievement so far. We've done a huge amount in the last 12 months. And the culmination of all that hard work is getting to the United States and embarking the F-35B Lightning aircraft for the first time. So everyone's up for it, and it's a joy to watch, yeah.
On the vast 4-acre flight deck, a final touch-up for the paintwork, vital for landing F-35B Lightning II. Although F-35s are now in the UK at RAF Marham, it'll be special test aircraft from the Integrated Test Force in Maryland, which will land on the carrier. 3 of the pilots will be British, 1 American, a chance to put the hours of simulator practice into action. Commander Wings, as he's known, Commander James Blackmore, will be watching anxiously that day, and in a happy twist of fate, he flew the final plane, a Sea Harrier, to take off from the UK's last aircraft carrier, HMS Ark Royal. He'll supervise the landing of this new generation of jump jet.
The first day, in essence, 2 of the F-35s will come out from Pax River, the test facility we're using, and in essence they're both going to arrive individually in the hover alongside and land just on the deck down here below us at 3 spot. But we're not going to stop. We're then going to refuel those aircraft and we're going to get straight into launching them. So really that first day we'll get an early understanding of how the jet and the ship work together, and that's the first time we've brought them together, obviously. So it'll be a really good day, exciting day, and I think it'll be something that people will go, we finally arrived.
When on a real deployment, a ship as large as HMS Queen Elizabeth will never operate alone. For this 11-week trip, she'll be accompanied by Plymouth-based Type 23 frigate HMS Monmouth and Royal Fleet auxiliary tanker RFA Tide Race.
It's a step towards the full carrier strike group that the UK will sustain for the next 50 years. So this trials deployment to the east coast of the United States to embark the first F-35B jets is a very important step, but it is a trials deployment first and foremost.
A trial deployment certainly, but a massive waymarker on the carrier's journey to full operational capability in 2021. Joining the ship, some of the 70 or so Royal Marines who'll be making this voyage. Aside from the air capability of the carriers, the Royal Navy are using every opportunity to frame HMS Queen Elizabeth as a floating piece of UK sovereign territory, able to operate anywhere on 70% of the world's surface. But wherever that operation takes this ship and her sister, HMS Prince of Wales, it's clear that Portsmouth will energise the vessel, storing the ship every time she leaves port. Now for the US, including a visit to New York, and in the future, who knows?